If I wasn't in your top 8, it was a problem. MySpace was the days. Coding, being a black woman in tech. It's just crazy to see how times have changed and how, well, we're touching 30. The hips are swinging on TikTok. The grandmas are bottomless brunch. The BBLs are BBLing. Even the men are in hoochie daddy shorts. Are we living in our last days? We're losing traditions. So this is to all the aunties out there just trying to keep up with the times. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Dosage podcast. It's your girl Diamond, and I'm super excited today because I get to talk to the Cierra Monay, new mommy, radio personality. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm a radio personality at Power 92, weekend Saturday 2 to 6. I've been doing.
You got that radio voice. I'm sorry.
That mean I got a deep voice.
Mine too. They tell me that I sound like Batman all the time.
Oh
so,
my goodness,
yeah, whatever.
That's funny. But yeah, I've been doing that for like, I think 4 years. I always forget. It was either the end of 2018 or the end of 2019. I think end of 2018. Doing that for a few years, and I'm a new mommy.
Okay,
my baby 5 months. So.
Yes, your baby is so cute with them little cheeks. What's his name again?
Carson.
Carson. He's so cute, little Capricorn King.
Yes.
So today we have gathered here to talk about how we are living in our last days.
Yeah.
I feel like. Okay, this is my last time saying this, y'all, but we're going to close the season out with. I'm touching 30, and it's like a lot of things that I have seen over the years just change, and it's like we are losing traditions out here. Like, we living in our last days. I feel like I'm becoming one of those aunties.
I hate when people say that.
Yes.
Because it's so scary. I really do think
it's really scary. It's really scary, but I've never seen, like, society like how it is now. It's just so many loose boundaries everywhere, like social media, how we think, the world, the political things, the pandemic, all of that is just a lot going on right now. So I'm just like, going over the years, I'm just like, we're losing traditions. What is going on? We got the men on TikTok shaking their hips, and I'm just like, shaking their hips. What is happening? What are you thinking right now?
Definitely traditions. When I think of traditions, I think of like no family tradition. And then also with like men and women, I think the roles reverse. A lot of men doing a lot of sassy stuff.
They giving zesty.
Very much zesty. But yeah, I feel like the roles have definitely reversed. It's different.
Do you feel like women are like more masculine? Because I really feel like I foresaw this. Like I said, the women are becoming the men, and the men are wearing hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah. And people love to talk about like back in the day, like how our grandparents was and stuff like that. And the woman was the person who took care of home and stuff like that. I feel like the roles definitely reversed, or not even reversed, but like women can't stay home now because like you need every check you can get. So the women out there just like the men. So I don't know.
But it's like we need to be, because these men don't provide no more. Let's talk about that. The men don't set a secure foundation to provide for their family. Like if you want a woman to be domesticated, then you have to act like a traditional man too.
Yeah. I feel like it's always the men who can't provide that don't want to provide. Those be the ones that be on social media like mad that women do not want to split things 50-50. Like, how you mad?
Losers.
Or that the woman don't want to be 50-50 on stuff. Like, are you the man or are you not the man? Do you want to wear the pants or you want to wear the dress? Which one you want to do?
Girl, they already wear the dresses.
They wear shorts for sure.
But I do give respect to the men that actually are acting like men and not on social media talking about she got to split the bill 50-50.
Right.
Like, bring real men back.
I agree.
But I think women are definitely taking on a more independent role, I would say. Like, we're not dependent on people to provide for us and be there for us. And I just want women to make the next step and provide for themselves emotionally too, because that's where we're lacking at. But financially, as far as like setting our goals, we're doing those things. But you got something?
No, I was just going to say like it's tough with the whole, like men thing, like the men title and the women title. And I do also feel like we can't just blame it on the men. I feel like women, we try to wear the pants in the relationship too. Like, I feel like as far as like a man being a leader, we want that, but we also want to control things too. Cause I'm super like,
you're a control freak?
I am.
What do you be trying to control?
Not a control freak, but like, I noticed like when my dude do stuff, like I kind of like want to follow behind with like, well, I think we should do this instead, or like not letting him lead. Like we done got into it plenty of times that he be like, do you trust me or not? Like, let me lead. Like, so I feel like we want to be here with a man, but we also like kind of want to fall back when it comes to like paying them bills and stuff like that. So we can't do both.
And you know why? It's because women are smarter. But
I agree.
But I agree with you as far as just women wanting to control the narrative at all times and want to lead the step. And like that has been like the hardest thing for me, just to fall back and like basking in that feminine energy or whatever. Yeah. And letting them take on the lead. That's hard. Yeah. It's hard, especially when you're an independent woman who you're used to things a certain way because that's how you would do it, you know? So you do have to like really put that trust in your partner for them to lead you.
That's something you really gotta like just let your guard down. That's hard to do, especially if you're a woman who never had somebody lead you or always had to be dependent. Even like growing up, like if say you had to like, you know, do things on your own, even like as a teenager or like a young adult. Like
you just always so used to being hyper independent. And it's like when somebody comes in and tries to take the load off of you, it makes you a little bit uncomfortable because you don't know if you can really trust that situation.
Right. I agree.
But shout out to the hyper independent women though.
They tired.
We are tired. Yeah. Do you think like women are kind of doing, okay, I just got to say it. The BBL epidemic that's going on. You want to get to it? It is so common. Yeah. And I just want to know, because I just want people to understand like how beauty trends change, every 4 years? So it's like in 4 years, y'all not going to even want to look like a certain way. Yeah. Why do you think women are even pursuing that type of, I think it's because the music, social media, like that's it.
Yeah. I feel like it's been like that for a while though. I feel like maybe like slimmer women were in like in the early 90s, like with
early
the videos,
2000s,
in the videos. But I feel like at least for the last 20 years, like everybody been wanting to be thick. Yeah. And then we
can't all be Cierra Monay.
And you do not want these problems. Look, I can barely fit in these pants. Right. But yeah, like I just feel like whatever look good on you. Like be happy with what you already look like. Right. It's easier said than done, especially if you already shapely and stuff like that.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of women can't just go to the gym and get the hourglass shape. So I feel like surgery has this. I feel like your intention behind getting surgery is what really matters. Yeah. Like, who are you really doing it for? Are you doing it to be secure in yourself? Yeah. Because once you get that surgery, do you feel better about yourself? And I don't know if women do.
You know what's crazy? The girls that's like getting surgery, or the women that's getting surgery like in their early 20s. Like I just remember me being in my early 20s. I've always been like thick, but back then I was like slim with a booty. And like you really like develop that grown woman weight like halfway through your 20s, closer to your 30s. So it's like,
do you think developing sooner than other women kind of affected you a little bit, or?
Oh yeah, in plenty of ways. Like I don't know which way like you.
Like as far as attention goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Being comfortable with your body.
Oh yeah, I remember me being a younger girl in church and never wanting to wear dresses because other people looking at you. Like the men looking at you like, damn, and the women like, well, why she got that on? Like I always wore pants to church. Always. Even like interviews or like any type of like convention or anything, like wearing a dress instead of like wearing like a suit, like people be like, gee, that look inappropriate.
Wow, that's crazy. I hate that women like get showing for their body. Doesn't matter what kind of body you got. Like Coi Leray, she's really thin. And then we have Lizzo. The opposite. Why you laugh at that, child?
she be twerking like she just got
it. She be moving those little patty cakes. She be moving them motherfuckers.
That's funny. And that's funny that you compared the two because it's
gonna be always something wrong with the woman's body. Yeah. Like no matter if you got a BBL, you Lizzo, you Coi Leray, like so they're always gonna find something wrong with the woman's body.
Absolutely. I think it really depends on people's preference because like it's cool seeing Coi Leray do her thing, it's cool seeing Lizzo do her thing, but if you a person that don't like either one, like of course you're gonna be like,
right. Everybody has their preference, but it can't be rooted in like. I feel like preference cannot be rooted in like disdain for the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, some people prefer Lizzo, some people don't, but you can't be fat phobic,
right?
And because it's hurtful because people have to live in these bodies. You know what I'm saying?
But do you feel like Lizzo is like doing this for attention? Because sometimes I feel like she like, ooh, I'm a confident big woman. And
can I get a death stare to the camera right now?
Then other times I'm like, sis, like, you know
Sis,
what?
put that ass on, please.
Why are you wearing this fishnet right now? Why? And then people be like, they try to, why they try to do a side by side, her and Rihanna? Like, stop it, please. Everybody should know.
It's okay to put the ass up sometimes. I'm not
okay.
gonna lie.
I feel like you really should dress for like your size,
your body.
Though. And I hate to say
everybody
that
looks good in something.
Yeah. And I just feel like she didn't look good in that. Even no, like for real. Even now, like this is the biggest I've ever been. Like obviously, just had a baby. Like this is the biggest I ever been. So I know, like I can't wear certain stuff. Like my stomach probably folding over my pants right now. Like, but I just know, like.
But she loves you. Gotta love every stage your body is in.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she loves that. But
you know what?
Some stuff looks
on
tasteless. It doesn't matter if you're big, small. Yeah. Some stuff just look tacky and tasteless, and that's just what it is.
Like you say, it didn't even look elegant. It literally looked like she got a fishnet from somewhere and just threw it on. Like.
I'm not about to play with you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like women are like, because it's like everything is like an aesthetic nowadays, and that's something I've seen change over the years as well. Because when we first got MySpace, when we first got Facebook, we were just posting. We didn't give a fuck. We would wake up, post, and we didn't care. Yeah. Like I feel like everything is an aesthetic right now. Do you feel like women are trying to fit that aesthetic with, even with filters and face apps and like things like that?
Absolutely. I feel like that's the way to go. Like. People are making like good money off of social media, so that could be a reason. Yeah. Trying to get a man's attention, like that could be a reason. Like even jobs. Like one thing that I do not like about being a personality is like you have to be on social media.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be that personality. Like back in the day when I wanted to be a personality or a radio personality,
it was low key.
Yeah,
you got to see you when you saw you. Yeah,
you did not know what them people look like, and people used to be like, if a person say you got a face for radio, that means you ugly. So that's what they used to say for real. That's what they used to say to people like back in the day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't know what people looked like, and whenever they saw them, like I guess they weren't the cutest or whatever. But now it's like. They want you to put yourself out there. They want you to be on social media.
Everybody has to be an influencer. And this is like, it's kind of draining a little bit because where does it separate? Like everything is like a brand and a business nowadays. It's like really super.
You can't enjoy
It's superficial.
Shit.
You cannot enjoy shit. Like, no, girl, please. But you really can't enjoy shit these days. When people see you, they expect you to be that. And it's just like social media is, I won't say a facade, but it's just smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. And then I feel like we all see people on social media who's living like a certain life, and then
Let's talk about it. I think I wanted to touch on keeping up with the Joneses because I feel like everybody is trying to do this, and Klarna and Afterpay has not helped. Like everybody is trying to have like the trendiest. Like if you don't have designer on, you losing type of thing, and it's like the designer be wearing y'all sometimes. So slow down.
No, for real. Wait. So I just recently got on TikTok like. Heavy or whatever, like fake designer on there is a thing,
and it's like why?
And they really like be on there like proud about it. I just feel like if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Like I feel like if you buying the fake stuff, it's like you trying to fit in.
Yeah,
because why not go and buy a purse for $30 from Zara?
Exactly, that you can actually afford.
You want people to think that you live in this luxurious life that
and
you're not living.
And
like,
you're not living
crazy.
that. But it's like I've seen people, sell their mama for some designer items just to flaunt it and front it. And it's like people be overcompensating with that shit. And I don't care what nobody say. Like,
and people be looking tacky
as hell. They be putting everything on at once, and it's like it's okay. We see like what I understand people, and that's how you know like people that actually got it versus people that actually act like they have it. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no rich ass motherfuckers just flaunting their shit. Like flaunting their shit. Flaunting wealth or flaunting designer is tacky to me. And I just don't think we've always flaunted. Don't get me wrong. People have always wore their gold chains, they first, like, but I guess social media is just making it more of a reason to do so.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's like, beyond crazy.
Like everybody want to fit in. Don't nobody want to be different.
Nobody wants to be themselves anymore. And it's all
because
about
people not happy with themselves.
Say that.
Social media really will mess you up in the head. Like I be having to take breaks.
Yes.
For real, because you start comparing yourself, and it's like I'm not even this type of person. Like I'm really a person that don't care what people think, or I know I look good, and I know like I got a good head on my shoulders, but. Social media will really have you feeling.
Social media will have you thinking that you're something that you're completely not. Yeah. Either way, even if you're trying to up yourself on social media, or even if you compare yourself and start to down yourself, and it's just like none of it is real.
People be delusional.
This is people be super delusional on social media, and it's like that's why I feel like social media is becoming inhumane with a lot of things, like what it's promoting, like a lot of violence. You see so much, like damn, how I know I didn't want to wake up and see kids getting killed in school. Like I should have that jurisdiction to do that, but I can't because if I log onto social media, you see so much news. It's so draining, and it really affects your energy. I think we didn't have to worry about things like that, and that's why I'm like so grateful for the generation I grew up with because we got to experience both. But these kids these days. I'm sounding like somebody else for real.
And I got a baby now, so I'm kind of like scared to even raise a boy at that in this world. Like, I don't want him to be like none of these kids. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. You have to keep a tight hold on like what you got and like what's reality for you right now. Like, keep your friends because social media, I really feel like it's doing a disservice to us, even though we have gotten so many great things from it as well, like reconnections with people, jobs, or just getting yourself out there on social media. But it's also a lot of stuff that comes with it where it's like unhealthy to consume.
Have you ever fell out with a person over social media? In what type of way? Like
in a type of way where we felt like we were talking about each other type of thing. So
Ooh, that's a thing that I do hate though. I feel like on Instagram especially, like people post stuff to hurt other people's feelings, like the people that they claim that they love. Like I be seeing so many subliminal to people towards their own people. Like
it's changed the dynamic of it because I feel like we might have would have had these thoughts, but it wouldn't be on social media. So now it's like a whole entire thing, and people think that everything that you post is about them, and it's just like sometimes it's just
not.
Sometimes it's just not. But it's gotten people putting up with an image. I would say for sure.
I do feel like a lot of people falling out over social media too. Like just the whole back and forth with the subliminals and like people just not being themselves.
But I think I don't want to say this because I fucking love Twitter, but it's like I be seeing the shit that's on Twitter now, and it's just like people are just nasty, and they always just want to rebuttal to a conversation. They want to go viral. Like they want to have the slickest comeback or whatever. Some stuff just happens naturally, but people intentionally like go against you to have a slick comeback, and it's just too much toxicity, and we do have to watch what we consume on social media. Yes, but I want to talk about I want to talk while we're on the topic of social media. How like things have changed, like just from like MySpace days to now, and TikTok being like the most viral app that we have right now. Do you think is an issue with us? I think people are using it as an escapism, and I think it's really bad now in our generation because things are just loose. Like I don't know if violence has ever looked like this before. You know?
Yeah, I feel like people use social media for the wrong reasons. Like I feel like back when we was younger, MySpace days, hell, even Black Planet days, like you get on there, you post a little something, you get 5 likes, you cool with it, or you don't even care if you get likes or anything, you get right off. People like literally let this consume them. Like people really be needing therapy off of this stuff, like
validation. Validation is a drug.
It is. I don't know, like it's just a lot of elements to social media, like you talk on and on about, but I don't see no positive about it, except unless you're getting paid on social media.
Yeah, like, it's really how you use it. Because me and a guest from last week, Larry, was talking about like social media and like how you can just see your cousin or like see your auntie on Facebook, and it's like it's nothing anymore. Like we were talking about family gatherings before the podcast got started. Is your family still having gatherings? And it's nothing like how when I was growing up. Nothing.
Literally, I got a big family on both sides, and like the only people I may see is like close, like immediate family. Not even immediate no more, like because that includes cousins. I don't see nobody really, but like the people who I might have grew up.
But you see them on Facebook, right?
Exactly. Like
it'd be weird.
I remember seeing a family member before, like. I don't know if we was in the store or something, and I ain't want to talk to them, so I just went the other way. Like, I feel like that's how it's gotten so
detached now.
Or it's like, I ain't talked to them in forever. I don't feel like, giving that energy. Or I don't feel like being fake. I don't want to talk to them. Let me walk the other way. But, no family gatherings at all. Like, that's why I love and I cling on to people who do have, like, those family gatherings. I love that, like, I be around other people's family more than I be around my own. Like, of course you love them, but people families be going through.
And people be acting like you can't cut your family off.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off.
They don't.
It ain't nothing.
They be the main ones that need to be cut off.
Let's talk about it, because I think black people, and this is something I've seen change, like black people and mental health.
Yeah.
Because they be acting like your family can't be mentally draining to you or mentally toxic to you. Absolutely. And you really just sometimes need your space from your family.
And they be the main ones. And family, especially black families, that's why people don't want to go to therapy now. Your family. Telling you, be strong, stop crying.
Pray to God. When you pray to God, that mental illness going to go away.
Right. And I'm into like praying. Like, I'm a person, I grew up in church, so I believe in all of that. But I also believe, and I got a pastor, my pastor even say like, God is not going to take like that illness from you, like that mental illness from you. Like, you got to go seek therapy.
Right.
Like, God not about to fix everything. And I just feel like family just literally think
I want black people to let that go.
For real. No,
I want black people to let that ginger ale and pray to God and your mental illness going to go away. For real. Let it go.
Yeah.
Because that's not the advice we need to be giving our people.
Absolutely. But your family get together?
We still, it's nothing like how it was when I was younger. Yeah. Like, when I say the entire family would come together and we would be together for every single holiday, like even the slightest holiday, we had a reason to celebrate. You know, black people always need a reason to celebrate. We used to always do that, but now it's just gotten like thinner and thinner and thinner. People have their issues with each other. Like, you know, the natural family dysfunction that most families do have, like, it's just things that have changed. And I think that we're living in a world of like individualism. Yeah. And everybody is in their own space right now, trying to make shit work for them right now. And we don't have that type of community raising children anymore. Like the communal things, like that has lost its tradition as well. Like, who gonna look out for the babies? For real. It's just the mamas and the iPads.
Ain't no village no more.
Ain't no village. Crazy.
But I definitely agree with the whole individualism thing. Like, I be feeling bad too, because I literally can get in my own world, like, and just tune everybody out. I feel like I could be a better family member. I could be a better friend, a better spouse, like a better everything. Like, but I feel like we all going through so much. Like,
it's just really it feels like the world is on everybody's shoulders right now. It really do.
And then some people they get offended by that. Like, why you ain't reaching out? Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't like, nigga, I'm going through shit.
Right, like nigga, I'm depressed.
Right, for real.
What are you talking about?
Trying to still smile and shit. Like, I'm definitely one of those people that can just block people out. Like, or not even, and I'm cool, but I am that person that I love to miss my people. Like, I'm not that person that want to talk to my friends every single day at all. Like, I want to miss you. Like, when I get around my people, I feel good. Like, so I kind of like that feeling as well too. But a lot of my family or a lot of my friends be clingy, and they be like in their feelings about, like, you know, when I don't reach out and stuff like that.
But I think that's a great point, because I think that's a part of social media too, because like they'll see you posting something, but it's like, damn, why you ain't respond back to me? And it's just like, I just think people need to differentiate the I can't fucking say it. Fuck it. I think people need to make them a difference.
Right.
And because people are not as accessible as you see them to be, or as visible as you see them to be. And people be dealing with their own shit. Yeah. But I also do think it's important that we do take the time to allocate some time for the people that we care about, the people that care about us. And we got to make that a priority. But yeah, it be a lot of shit going on out here. I got to ask you though. What? Do you put eggs in your macaroni and cheese?
Okay, so let's first start by saying I got the best macaroni. Like,
okay, we got to see what's up with that.
I'm serious, because I got my recipe from my grandma. No, I do not put eggs in my macaroni. No, though. I feel like that's the dumbest shit ever.
I think people supposed to put eggs in macaroni.
You know, okay, so why do you put eggs in macaroni? You don't even know. Like, who cares? To make it stay together, right? Yes. That's what you do for a cake.
Okay.
Not macaroni, though.
Okay.
Gee, when I tell you I got the best macaroni ever.
I have to see what's up with it.
I don't even remember if my grandma don't cook no more, but I do not remember if she put eggs in there or not. Okay. But like, I do not put eggs in my macaroni.
Okay, I thought that was a traditional thing. I really did. But you said you got that from your grandma, so I believe you. What else you be cooking?
That's my main thing. I think people don't think I know how to cook either, because they always be like, can you just make the macaroni?
Oh, wow. It's really good.
But no, I cook like little stuff like chicken, salmon, seafood, stuff like that. But
they said pot roast was a slave meal, old bitch meal.
I love pot roast,
Me
but I do not know how to
too.
make pot roast.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't.
I never made one.
Really?
I be just eating my mama's.
I
And
don't
the
think
pot
I
roast
made one
is so
either.
good.
So I'm, I think I'm scared to make one just because like that shit good. And I don't want to mess it up. For real. Like I don't want to mess up pot roast. But yeah, I love pot roast.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But no, I don't put eggs in my macaroni though.
I really thought the opposite of you.
Yeah. Why?
Because I just thought that eggs was like a traditional thing to put in the macaroni and cheese.
No. And then I don't put regular milk in there. I put pet milk.
Oh, okay. I never, honestly.
I'm gonna give you a recipe.
Yeah, because I never even made macaroni and cheese.
Really?
Yeah. I be cooking I be making sandwiches. But yes. I honestly seen, a lot of artists shift and change.
Yeah.
Like I remember Beyonce doing an interview where she was like, artists are not making albums anymore. They're just making like singles, hot singles here and there, and they just trying to get their streaming rates up. Because I just saw Cardi B put WAP and what the fuck was the other one? Was it Up? I think she put both of those on her album, and those songs are 2 years old. So it's
her
like
recent album.
she has a new one coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
really,
and she's putting those 2-year-old songs on her album just because of streaming.
Yeah.
Which I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, even though she has went diamond,
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand that she wants those streams. Yeah. But what do you think about artists just like not even cultivating the album anymore, right. Like really sitting with their album? Because Solange sat with her album for 8 years before she released it.
Oh damn!
I think everything is just like this now.
I love that.
Yes.
Album. Yeah, I feel like I really hate the whole, how people work as far as like in the music scene. Like you literally get a good album this week and then next week another album out. You can't even
Please stop releasing albums back to back.
Like my attention span is not ready for like you to be back to back to back. But I do feel like everybody doing it for the money. Like everybody doing everything for a reason other than what they enjoy to do it for. You either doing it for the money, for attention. Like I hate it.
That's fucked up. And I think you're right. They're doing it for the money and the image. Yeah. And a lot of artists are really just letting me down. Like, I don't want to, like you said, I don't want to hear one album and next week you drop. I can't even understand what's going on. I like to really listen to albums. And I was listening to, I actually was listening to Pusha T album late. And I was like, damn, that last album that he just dropped is good as fuck. And I've never even been a fan of Pusha T. Really? But that's what it takes. It takes like an intentional ear. Like you want to understand like what's going on within the music. And I think everything now is just so fast. Everybody got the same beat. Yep. It's a monotonous as chorus to it. It's horrible. Yeah.
I feel bad for the Pusha T's and J. Cole's and Kendrick Lamar's because like people listening to the albums, but like they making like real ass music that's taking years. Yeah. They put it out and people on to the next. Like you literally just. Kendrick Lamar set out for, I think his last album was what, 2018?
16? Was it 16 or 17?
Whatever year Rihanna album came out.
16, yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
He took like 6 years off. And I actually really fuck with his album. Yeah. I really do. It's some hits on there.
But yeah, and then you got like other people where they making albums in like a week and just throwing it out there. Or making singles like, and people love it.
I cannot stand that. Yeah.
And my phone definitely be on shuffle all the time. Like I don't listen to albums no more. It's like a bunch of like just random turn up stuff. Unless I want.
Do you got some of your favorite artists out right now? Like who is your favorite?
No, I don't got nobody specific.
Really?
I just like whatever. And then I work in radio too, literally hearing the same song. So it's like
why y'all be doing that?
It's politics. I ain't got nothing to do.
Why y'all be playing
I'm like
Moneybag Yo Waukesha? I'm tired of you. I'm tired.
It's politics. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like if I could pick the songs, I would, but I ain't. I
feel you. I understand how it goes.
See, that'd be so annoying. People be like they be wanting to hear certain songs, and I'm like I can't do nothing for you at all.
I understand how it goes. And like what I was thinking about R&B and like how that's changed too. I don't know if Jhené Aiko was like the first girl to whisper on the track, but all of these bitches is whispering now. Like I feel like the soul is gone.
Yeah,
the soul
they
from
don't
the
know
music.
How to sing.
Oh,
for real though. Like you gotta really know how to sing to like
really let it out, right?
Like a Beyonce, a Jasmine Sullivan, them bitches is loud.
Yeah, oh, Jasmine Sullivan's last album was everything.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yes.
Did you go to her concert?
I did not.
Them tickets was $500.
It's some wow.
House of Blues need their ass what?
$500 for her ticket?
Yeah. She even
I
said,
didn't know
like,
she was selling like that. No offense.
Well,
but
no,
I didn't know
and she
that.
even said, like, she has no control over that. You know, it's the promoters that they got to sell them places out.
That's true.
So a lot of people
for $500 and the gas $6.
Girl, good
the
luck.
gas is $6 right now.
And it was packed though. I'm like, I ain't got it, sis.
I really want the ladies to stop whispering on the tracks.
Who be whispering?
All of them. None of them have soul. Ari Lennox probably the only lady, the young lady.
Her?
I like her.
Yeah.
I like her. She's okay.
Just okay. Really?
I think she's an industry plant. But that's one of my conspiracy theories.
Damn.
No, just because I think Ari Lennox actually has the range. Like she actually has soul and like it's a little oomph behind her singing. Like I know Summer Walker, she had a #1 album.
You don't like Summer?
I do like Summer. Okay. I do like her for what she is.
Yeah.
For what she can do.
I ain't like that last. I ain't like that.
That last album was kind of ratchet.
Yeah.
It was like
that first album. Like people said they ain't like that album.
The first album was way more, I would say, fruitful.
Yeah.
Than the second album that she dropped. The second album that she dropped was like I Hate My Baby Daddy type of music.
Right.
Like, it's like, girl, okay, I can relate, but like not really.
Right.
Like it was definitely I Hate My Baby Daddy music, but.
Did he write it? No, he ain't write the album.
He wrote a couple songs. He did write a couple. He produced a couple songs on there. He did.
Okay.
He did.
For real? Look. Like, absolutely.
But he helped her. I would say that.
Right.
But I just think artists don't need. You know how like Whitney Houston came out, like she needed her. I don't know what they call it. What do they call that person? Like agent or somebody that works for the label or whatever to come. Yeah, they needed like an A&R to be with them and promote them. Like, you know, you don't need that nowadays on social media. You can promote yourself. You can be famous in the next 15 minutes. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. All you got to do is pull out some stunts, some propaganda, and they be putting out all the jigs.
Depressed when they can't, you know, get
because they're not being authentic to themselves. And like at the end of the day, you got to be authentic to who the hell you are. No matter like if you're looking for the virals or money or whatever, it's really about being authentic and carrying out your purpose and your passion. And I'm just seeing, I feel like we're losing a lot of that. Yeah. Because people are just inhaling social media and it's just not healthy. It's not healthy. They inhaling that shit for real. So I want to talk about men for a second, just for a little second. And I want to talk about Nick Cannon. Okay. He got like 3 or 4 women pregnant right now.
Crazy. He can do it though.
Why do you think he can do it?
He got the money. They are
Why is it about money?
Wait. And the crazy thing.
We just said it wasn't about money, Cierra.
Not for me, but for them it is, clearly. Okay. And then one of the baby mamas got on social media or got on live and was like, and y'all are talking about me taking the money or wanting to be in it for the money. Yeah, it comes with perks. Like, sis, you know what you signed up for. And they literally, he said that like, they can't have, well, he didn't say they can't have other men that they deal with, but he say like his women do not have other men that they deal with. They literally only specifically deal with him while he dishing out.
I think they got a name for that. I think they got a name for that. It's called dumb bitch.
Psychotic, stupid, delusional. No, I do feel like, because I feel like it's regular dudes out here who got a million kids too, and like, they can't do it because they ain't got the money for it. Like, I feel like we can talk shit about them. But I feel like at the end of the day, you can't be, like, I said this before, but you can't be every place at once. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there. You got to be present in your kid's life. Yeah. I don't see how he taking care of all that. Well, spending time with all of them. I don't see it. It's not feasible. And I just don't understand the example that he is setting. Like, tell us what's going on, Nick Cannon. Is the world finna end? For real. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you populating like this? He claimed it was because when he was sick, he wanted to leave his legacy. But it's like, leave your legacy with one woman. Like, not a million baby mamas. Like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. That's crazy. They cannot deal with nobody else. That's crazy. It's crazy that women will accept being like the 10th baby mama. Absolutely. That's crazy. And they be proudly posting about it. Like, I would be so embarrassed. Like, I'll be getting cashed out, but I'll be in the cut. You hear me? Collecting my check. And then they all got maternity photo shoots and stuff like that. That's embarrassing. Like, how are y'all not embarrassed by that? And I think this is not Africa. I'm sorry. We need to really bring back family dynamics. Yeah, I agree. But a lot of people don't believe like that one man should be with one woman. A lot of people believe that, like polygamy. Yeah, I feel like obviously it wasn't like that back ever. Yeah,
Not for me.
Talking about some flag on
Not
the play.
for me. Not for me. Not for me.
Me either. I feel like men cannot keep up with that. Like
Man,
they just
if you got enough dick and enough money
and don't have either one. to be no, for real. And don't be having either one. Like the audacity of these men. Seriously. Like how? Like how
she
are
said
you doing
step the
that?
dick and the money up.
For
Please step
real.
your dick game up. Step it up.
But Nick, like I say, he can do it. When you famous, like you get away with
we
a lot
gotta think about
of
the stuff that matters. And that's why I wanted to talk about like losing traditions, because we have lost a lot of shit that actually matter to us. Don't get me wrong, it's some traditions we should get rid of and some traditions that we should keep. But it's just like the shit that matters, like at your core.
Yeah.
That stuff is being overlooked by social media, and I really think social media is just ruining us as a people.
People can say like tradition used to be like a man having multiple. Well, they had wives. He ain't got not one wife, but men having multiple wives with multiple kids. Like so,
it's
they
crazy
say,
how quick they used to just get married back in the day. Like,
yeah,
oh,
right.
I like you. Let's get married.
Right. But yeah, like a person could be like, well, that was tradition. Now this is like the new tradition. So we really following a different tradition, to be honest. But I don't know, whatever floats your boat, I ain't with it.
I'm not with that. I don't think I haven't even ever did a threesome.
Same.
I cannot imagine.
And niggas be wanting that too, and don't be having enough dick, don't be having enough money. Like you cannot do this.
You
like,
gotta come right with that.
Yeah, like you can't be asking for that. Nah.
What are your thoughts on just like we've been through a lot of shit politically in the last couple years, right? Like Trump. Okay, God, don't stone me for this.
You about to say something ignorant.
He was entertaining. Like, I was completely entertained by Trump.
I was going to say something about the money he was dishing out. 'Cause I definitely missed that.
And people are a little confused about, like, the money thing and how the presidency happens. Yeah. Like, any president in that position would have gave out that money, too.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Even though we still waiting on a couple more stimulus checks from Joe Biden. Like, what's up, Joe? Somebody said on Twitter, I just have to say this. Somebody said they recorded that video. We did it, Joe. And y'all ain't did shit. Because what the fuck? Why are the gas prices $6 right now?
I don't go nowhere, so I don't care. I'll be in the crib. Look, I work from home 5 out of the 7 days. So that shit wild.
Yeah, gas prices are like $6. And people was just expected to go about their day.
For real.
And they need to start giving people raises out here. Like, I'm really for the people because y'all got motherfuckers fucked up. People can barely survive, and then y'all go and raise the gas prices to $6. That shit is insane to me. Yeah.
We definitely about to go in another recession.
Yes.
It's about, and I feel like this about to be worse than back then.
Yeah, because it's so bad now. Like everything is just like really intense right now. The violence is crazy. The school shootings, all of that.
Yeah.
Social media, all of this is playing a part with one another, and like. When the recession hits, I really just hope everybody protect themselves because save your money. I would say that right now. Like, save your shit because it's only going to get worse.
I know.
What do you think about, like, I love the civil unrest. I ain't going to lie. Like, the civil unrest.
Okay.
When they was looting.
Right.
I was right there watching it. I love the looting. I love when motherfuckers fight back.
Love when people loot.
I don't love it. Let me not say that. I love riots because it's like when people are rioting, they're fed the fuck up.
I
like,
get it.
You feel me? Like it's a lot of oppression, and people are trying to fight back in the only way that they technically would know. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing else has really worked, but not necessarily. What were your thoughts on it though?
The looting
situation? You wasn't mucking with it?
I ain't care because it's like, it ain't my areas, like, except for that one time, like, where they was looting all over the city.
Yeah, like, I hated that. I hated when people looted their own
neighborhood.
Yeah.
I actually went out and helped clean up. Like,
oh, that was very sweet.
Bad. Yeah, I felt bad. But, like, as far as downtown, like, I didn't care. Like, because it's like, you know, I feel like other people got to feel our pain in some type of way. And that was their way of expressing it.
Like Tupac said, like, I don't know why I'm calling this nigga. But he said, like, when people outside the door, you say what? Exactly. He said, when you outside somebody's door and you hungry, you're gonna knock. You're not gonna knock quietly. You're gonna say, "I'm hungry." But like, as you get ignored and more ignored, you're gonna start banging on that motherfucking door, and like that's what people was doing, and I respected it. Like, it might not have been the most gracious way, but I respected it because people's voices need to get heard in some type of way.
I just feel like that made white people hate us even more.
Yeah, they made us. We already thugs and niggers, right. So it definitely made them look at us like more of thugs and niggas, absolutely. Because people will stand up their own shit. Yeah.
What I do hate is these little kids downtown like wilding out. Like
I don't think it was ever like that
at all. I feel like everybody loved to go downtown, get on the train, go downtown. Right. But like as far as like wanting to start mess, like. These kids different.
Yes. That's why, and we are losing traditions. Grab a hold of your son.
Oh, they don't care.
What would you do if your son was at home?
I don't know.
Crying on the floor.
Because he's hungry.
Because he's hungry. Like, get y'all kids, please, and grab them tight because we are already losing traditions. Yeah. Things are already chaotic as enough. Yeah. Make sure we stay centered out here. Right. And that's what it is. So we're going to wrap this entire thing up. But I do want to know at least one tradition that you would keep and one tradition that you would get rid of.
A tradition that I would keep or that I would want to see more of is men being the leaders.
Providers.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. And then one that I would give up is, I don't know. I got to think about that one real quick. Give me yours.
Okay.
That you would keep, and I'll think about mine.
Tradition that I would keep is definitely probably the same as yours, honestly. I want to see more men out here just being men, stand-up men, and providing, taking care of women, taking care of their community, just being a good person and being intentional. Right. Especially taking care of the women. Right. Like, we need that. So that's the one I would want to keep. The one I would want to lose is the fact that your family sees you and they see you as a person that should have a job. Like, sometimes I don't want to have a job. Sometimes I want to just create. Right. Like, you know what I mean? I think they don't understand. Like, I know we are living in the society of like individualism, but sometimes people are actually really talented at what they do and very passionate about what they do. And I think our older elders need to understand, like, give us that much grace on having our own path.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yes. Older people do not think this is a job.
No, they are really stuck in their ways. They're really stuck in their ways. Absolutely. Yes.
I do not know. What's a tradition I want to get rid of? Dang. That's a tough one.
It's okay if you ain't got it.
I cannot think of it. I'm being kind of like, damn, I remember.
Oh, I want to actually, a new tradition.
Okay.
I want men.
Oh, you ain't talking about the hoochie daddy stores. Exactly. Oh, my goodness.
I want men.
Oh, that's the tradition I want to get rid of.
Okay. Men to put on some clothes.
For real.
Yes. Because
so you don't like it?
I like men with shorts. Like the shorts.
How short? Okay. So
it's just it shouldn't be short. It shouldn't be short. Somebody said that women allow it. So whatever women allow, men are going to do.
Who said that?
Terry.
Oh. Terry, you be wearing them thigh shorts.
Put your thighs out. But yes, I want us to just get back to our traditions. Or
men being men.
Men just being men. Yeah, everybody just taking care of each other. Yeah. I feel like we're losing that a little bit. Let's keep the food good. We don't need Hennessy shrimp.
What?
Yeah, we don't need Hennessy dip shrimp and shit like that. Let's just keep.
We don't need seafood macaroni.
No, none of that. Like, please. Big Mama mad right now. Big Mama turning in her grave.
Crab macaroni. What is that?
But yes, and take care of each other out here because we are losing traditions. Absolutely. Social media is becoming too much to handle. And grab your people, hold on to your people, create your relationships.
You think things will get better? Like social media?
I really think they need to. I think they need to monitor social media at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they doing that by then, or
they trying to do it. They are. People. Yeah, and like on Twitter, like they'll take your page. I heard.
I heard. Not you being on your 4th page.
But yes, they will. They trying, but it's just like it's out of control to the point where kids are being easily influenced.
Oh yeah,
and I think that comes with a lot of the music too. So no,
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because I feel like the music has been the same. Like since we've been young, I've never been influenced by. Well, okay, that's just me personally. Mm-hmm. Like.
I feel like the music is more in your face as far as violence goes, for sure.
As far as what? I know you said we was about to wrap up.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
As far as...
But I know NWA kind of came with that violent shit, too. So
same thing, like, if you want to flip it to, like, women. Like, people, they always been talking about
sexual women. Yeah, like Lil' Kim. And, like, we've had, like, these... But it didn't happen until, like, the 80s, I would say. Because women were really traditional up and maybe the hippie movement. I don't know. But the 60s was like a big movement for a lot of things, women rights, black people's rights. Right. So I think it was a big shift in that and that's when we started seeing the women be a little more sexual and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do not blame, I don't know what it is, but I can't blame music because I just feel like it's always been the same.
Yeah. Like, so it's like you got to raise your kids, basically. That's what it boils down to.
What it is. Like, it ain't no grandmas.
That's what Larry said the grandmas are at brunch. He said the grandmas are at bottomless mimosa brunch.
Right, exactly. At the WIT every Sunday.
Yes. Like, wearing lace wigs. It's crazy.
Having family dinner.
Yes.
Damn. That's scary.
It's scary, but like I said, create your own traditions. Yeah. You know, start some new ones, but something that just keep you and other people bounded together, keep you stable, keep you grounded. And I think that's very important. Yeah. What traditions we gonna keep, what traditions we gonna lose. Yeah. So, but thank you so much for coming out and recording with me. I really appreciate it.
This is fun.
And she said, "Step your dick in your money up."
I did not say that. The moral of the story is.
But yes, make sure y'all tune in next week.